Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Week 2 match of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. This matchup features two 1-0 runners, Sigil711 and Ratboy42. This is Moon Risen Phoenix. And joining me in the booth tonight, Mako. Good evening.
Good evening, Moon, and welcome everybody on SpeedGaming 3. We were just talking before going live. It is going to be an interesting race because it's week 2. We got two runners that are 1-0, and Sigil is a veteran here to the community, but Ratboy is a much newer runner. In fact, according to Race Time, they've only won one race. So we're not sure what to expect, but I think we'll all have a really good time, and we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely right, Mako. And our runners should be getting underway rather shortly. A quick reminder on the flags. We do start on the wood sword screen, wherever it may be. We start with either the raft, recorder, or power bracelet in a mixed first quest overworld. Dungeons, meanwhile, are mixed plus shapes, which means first half, which is levels 1 through 6, can roll either first quest, second quest, or shapes. The back half will roll 1 to 2 left over, and we are about to get underway. Mako, I will leave you the honors.
Got it. So here we are, guys. We're starting on vanilla first quest level 3, and with these flags, you're always going to be getting your wood sword cave. Both runners elect to take the wood sword versus the Panzer Dave strat, which probably a lot of you watched last night. I don't think he got a sword till about an hour and 15 minutes in for taking the candle first. We got a divergence already with Sigil heading over to the western part. Probably going to do a screen scroll here. Sigil loves doing screen scrolls and nails it on his first attempt, while Ratboy finds mags just below Death Armos. Sigil successfully farmed a bomb, and Ratboy is going to get our first Armos check. It is not the Armos item. Moon, I didn't by chance see in their inventory what their starting item was.
Our tracker did pick it up, however. It is the raft.
It is the raft. Okay, so we've got one taking you over to the forest, and looks like Ratboy is immediately going to go and check those Armos. Oh, and takes an untimely death. Agree with the decision. If you get over there with 3 Armos checks on about 3 or 4 screens, or within like 4 or 5 screens, and you pick up a wand or a red ring, you immediately get that advantage up over your opponent. But I suspect Sigil's going to be checking the Grave Armos here shortly, and then we'll see if they maybe screen scroll down into, well, okay, Sigil looked like he thought we maybe started with the power bracelet. Changes his mind. Does have bomb, so he's going to find level 9, and too quick to notice if that was first or second quest. And again, it looks like Ratboy going to take Annie, and see if they follow. Well, no, they're good. Yeah, okay, so they're going to go see if they can't get some of those Armos checks in the forest. I thought I didn't see Sigil check those Armos. Oh, and Ratboy takes another death on the Forest Armos screen. So looking at Ratboy, I must have missed Sigil check those Armos. And looking like a quick early Death Mountain play. I don't know if they're going to continue up here. Yeah, they are.
I mean, there are quite a few checks. The numbers are in Sigil's favor, except for the bombs. Those anti-rolls are going to change things, though.
Okay, so Sigil found one of the other anti-rolls. Now he's right back to where Ratboy is likely at. Not quite, but will be with the next staircase. Sigil got a heart from the Armos. Thank you, chat. I really appreciate it. I suppose I could have looked up at the HUD.
Looks like Sigil's going to give us our coast check as well. Oh,
Oh my.
goodness. Oh, goodness. You love to see bombs at the dollar store, and that's what our runners are getting tonight.
Yeah, just the bare minimum to get 2 bomb packs. So, you know, much better than the 40 that you can sometimes get. So,
And now look at what's on the coast right there, Mako. Runners love to see this thing. Red ring on the coast.
absolutely. So, Sigil doing a raft check here.
Best time to get your door repairs when you're already broke.
Absolutely. And Sigil gets that raft check. That is, I would say, Moon, one of my least favorite spots to check when you got to get over to that raft spot along the coast. It just never seems convenient to get over there. Because there's a number of screens in between where there's nothing on them to check or obtain. We did see the hints up there at the Candle Cave in the northeast in the Lost Hills. And I believe that's the second hint shop as well up there.
Back to back, and the prices are, at least in the first one, not so friendly with the cheapest hint at 48 rupees.
So the runners, while they had some divergence early, are essentially, with the exception of that Armo's Heart that Sigil obtained, fairly similar right now. So bomb should not be a problem unless that bomb shop is the rare shop. And I don't think it is.
I doubt it would be, but there's always the chance.
So Monocle Rock check here. It's a 50-50 in mixed overworld. Does not bomb.
Ratboy, meanwhile, heading up to Letter Mountain. What do we got here? Well, we've got the white sword item. No one's going to be happy, though. That's just another container heart.
Yep, so in other words, you're going to need at least 4, 5, or 6 hearts to get 1 incremental heart container. Obviously helps you get closer to mags, and also helps if you're facing some muggers and have to give up a heart. Oh, and Ratboy takes a death at the top of Vanilla level 5 at the top of the Lost Hills. We'll see where they go from here. Imagine both runners at this point are really, obviously you're looking for a lower numbered level, but a Kando would really help with your routing at this point. So You're not orphaning as many spots.
Absolutely. 6.5 minutes in, no candle. I'm starting to worry a little bit if I'm our runners today.
Oh, and it is 4 hearts for the White Sword heart. So Sigil's up to 5.
Nice and comfy. Ratboy going to give us our check on the western wrap spot.
And Sigil will find the hint shops up here. And we've got a casino, the central wrap spot.
At this point, I think we can classify the raft as firewood tonight.
Seems like it is until all of a sudden it's blocking something important.
And Ratboy, unfortunately, trying for team middle, loses his entire rupee stack and is back to 0.
Pulling off the screen scroll here. Add the pixel. And pulls it off. So now we'll see what... Oh, and there is a Take Any Heart. Ratboy picks up at the start screen arrow.
Meanwhile, Sigil picking up what Ratboy left behind at 1Q5. It's just a small secret. 18 rupees still makes it a good roll.
Yeah, and both runners now in dungeons. Ratboy in level 1 that I believe was Vanilla Woodsword Cave, and Sigil is in level 2. And chat will probably be able to help me out quickly here of what dungeons they are in. I'm thinking first quest.
Yeah, that looks like 1Q1 and 2 to me. Not a quick. Oh goodness, those sword shooting style foes are.
You know what that
right.
means.
Oh, absolutely, Mako.
Back half, we will have some cinnamon rolls.
Everybody's favorite levels right here tonight.
Now, the only upside there is, well, wait a minute. I am confused. That was a push block in 2.
Yeah, that automatically means
Shapes.
this ain't 1Q. It is shapes.
All right, well, I got thrown for a loop. I thought where they both started looked like vanilla. Ratboy's in a tough room here. Excellent job getting around there. And, you know, this is when a level 1 can go bad, when it's filled with Wizrobes and Lionels. And Stallfoes.
Yeah, no, this is an unfriendly level 1 at best.
Raft on floor in 2. Thank you, chat. Sigil picks up the Triforce. I'll tell you, this is one of those examples where a level 1, that is tough. That is maybe the toughest enemy set you could get with 3 enemies that are shooting either Wizzy Beams or the Lionel Swords. And Ratboy finds level 3 now, and what do you know? We've got more Lionels.
And we've got another level, I believe. Yep, that is the White Sword Cave. It is level 5.
So Shapes 5 and Shapes 3. Oh, wow. Another... Look at that enemy set, Moon. That is not what you want in your smaller dungeons. The flip side is maybe levels 7, 8, and 9 are just with moblins, but very tough set.
But then again, 2Q7 and 2Q8, you're still dealing with... If the enemy set doesn't troll you, well, I was about to say...
Ratboy could have gone Zombie Link there. And this is going to be a push block. Remove most open stairs is on, and Sigil chooses to just go ahead and take the try. With a segmented level 5, chances are good that that's going to take you, that is a transport, but likely going back in, and they are. And Ratboy gets level 3 Triforce, so all tied up on the Triforces. No, I'm sorry. Sigil just got level 5, so 2-1 in Triforce count.
The level 5's Triforce was practically at the entrance. This is the transport to the segment, I believe. Due to its segment, there are 2 transports in 5, and it is not going to send them to the other segment.
Sigil's able to bomb down here, and now that Ratboy's got the candle and back on the overworld, looks like they're going to knock out Candle Row, and what do they find? A candle to purchase. So, and it was cheap meat, 53 rupees, could come into play in Second Quest 8.
Meanwhile,
Go ahead. After you.
Ratboy was exploring Candle Row, finds a potion shop.
So, Shapes Vanilla, if you're new to watching, Z1R, follows the Vanilla First Quest rules. So, there will be an item on the floor, since it's Heart Shuffle, and you will also have a staircase item.
And Spike, you made a bad decision. But then again, you know, Spiky making bad decisions, it almost sounds like that's vanilla by nature. I don't know. Is it just me?
Yeah, the only thing that's, you know, you got a segment here in level 5, but I haven't seen, typically level 5s have a lot of water where a ladder could come into play. And Sigil does go and get the Bloomerang, and somewhere Fury SK is smiling.
And I'm sure others are smiling too. I mean, I'm not opposed to the blue Boomerang early.
No, not at all. The only thing that would be nice is, you know, mid-game or late game, you could eliminate it from your inventory. It really does come into play early on when you don't have much health. Wood sword. Look, if you could stun an enemy, and some of these roll down where you can even kill a red gorilla with a boomerang. So, absolutely, I don't hesitate early game.
Meanwhile, we just wish that Japanese version trick worked against the pole voice in this.
And there is the heart that I missed early on. Remedial Joe, the stun is underrated. Yeah, absolutely. Like, look, it does have value early on for sure. Ratboy finds level 9, and they're going to go through the cemetery here shortly. And I don't believe we saw anything good there. And I didn't see. I guess we did get a whistle in level 2.
Considering Sigil did play it earlier, I should have caught that one.
No worries. We are short-handed in the broadcast booth tonight, so when that happens, we are always willing and help and appreciative of any help that chat gets us. So great.
Absolutely. Thank you, chat. This is the transport to the segment in 5.
Looking for a floor item, I believe in here, right? Yep.
Yeah, we did find the staircase item in 5, which was the magical boomerang. Nothing magical about those poles voice, though. They just get in the way.
Yeah, you'll want to be below them, but the way the enemy set was when Sigil went in, had to take the top route. And oh, there we go. I said level 5 usually's got some water involved, and there it is. Finds the useless compass. We'll see. This pointless mode, as the kids call it these days, is a room that typically does drop in level 5. So we'll see what might be in here. Otherwise, we could probably see an up A. And Ratboy gonna finish off here. It looks like the dead woods and burn down some bushes and find another take any. And Sigil gets a key.
+1 key through it all. You're all right with that.
They are going back to what I'm referring to as the mainland of level 5. I don't know how many more rooms. I don't think they have many more rooms left, but see if they can't dig something up off the floor. And Ratboy quietly up to 100. Well, it was up to 199 rupees before that door repair charge.
21 rupees, though, not that bad. It's right down the middle, practically.
Now, I'd say one early potential. Oh, there, of course, there is the recorder that Sigil has. And again, another opportunity for that boomerang to come in handy. Depending on how this all plays out, Sigil may be getting to levels 1 and 3 with much more offense and health, versus Ratboy was in there early on with 3 hearts. So that could be one of those subtle differences between our two runners and just how the routing took them so far.
Now, Sigil got the second item in level 5. It was a heart container. Took a significant amount of time, though, in 5. What's your thoughts on that, Mako?
Early game, ladder, bow, wand, red ring, silvers, you're digging that 5. I think the only thing they could have been hesitant was the key situation, and Sigil was able to get that last key, I'd say, died in the bottom half, and that opened up his ability to get that dig dogger down and get that heart. Now, again, Ratboy would not, if they'd be in there now, have the recorder. So Sigil's going back through, probably going to hit all of those recorder spots on the western half of Hyrule. Picks up well, now we know why we weren't finding any take-anys. I think everyone we've seen thus far has been under burn bushes or now a whistle spot. So took a while. So they will hit the south cemetery recorder spot, the cemetery recorder spot, and then we'll see. They may take a take any to get back over and check the desert. Ratboy trying to farm some bombs off the red gorillas.
On the flip side, Ratboy did increase their defense. It's a blue ring purchase with the max wallet.
I 100% support that. I believe that is a really good move. You had the money, do it. You know that you've got dungeons with Lionel's, Shooting Beam, Stoffos, and Wizrobe. All three in the same room. So getting that extra health benefit, that extra defense is a wise move.
It absolutely is. I mean, I didn't think of that much when he initially got it, but you're right. With level 1 being what it is right now, you want whatever you can get. And a blue ring is a logical first step. Solid purchase.
Yeah, absolutely. And while we were talking about that ring purchase, Sigil has found the larger of the two cinnamon rolls, which is level 8. And I don't even know, Moon. Is it 7 or 8 transports, 2 or 1 way? Just about every room you're in, you find a push block. You've got 2 dungeon staircase items and 1 floor item.
It's 7 staircases, I believe. Oh, and you forgot the walk-through walls as well.
And the walk-through wall is excellent point. And Sigil did buy the bomb upgrade and now has a maximum capacity of 12.
I believe so. Plus 4 for 81 rupees, or was that 88? There was an 8 in there, and I'll stand by that one.
Tracy's got it. 14 stairs, 2 items, 2 one-ways. But when you're playing it, it seems like there's about 36 of them. That's kind of my thought process.
Absolutely. I mean, I always say it, 2Q8 can go places. I am not a fan of this dungeon in the slightest.
Ratboy over on level 4. Again, shapes 4, so we're not sure of the layout here, but again, just like Vanilla First Quest 4, you've got 1 floor item and 1 staircase. Unfortunately, seeing those Poles voices, they do have the defense, but you've got a wood sword. That right there could be an average of 60 to 70 swipes of that wood sword, unless you get a clock drop, and they are in the C group, which does have a clock on the 6th enemy, but that can take a while.
Oh, what's this staircase for Sigil? Just another transport, and he doesn't want to take it. Meanwhile, on Ratboy's screen, well, guess who's at play again? Segmentio says, I want a piece of this seed too.
Got a segmented 4. Yep, and Red Bubbles in 4 as well.
Everybody's favorite, right?
Absolutely. Definitely top 3 list of least likely liked enemies. Okay, so Sigil, let's see. I mean, obviously you want to find that Triforce. We'll see if they find it, if they go, or if they're going to mess around in here a little bit. Again, there's so many items outstanding, and obviously the required items for the seed still outstanding. A book could be helpful. No, that was the only other thing, Moon, with the blue ring purchase. You do need the book to be able to understand the elderly men and the hints. And now we did see both hint shops, and I could see our runners trying to route those back in if they get the book, because that can save you redigging or full clearing a level 7 if you know that 7's got red candle and a heart container.
Oh boy, Goma deciding, nope, you're not going any further, Sigil. And Sigil says, fine, 2Q8, I'll be back later.
Yeah, I think it typically on average is about 2 digs of a Q28. You undoubtedly, you get red bubbled, you face a ladder block, you run out of bombs, or you just get tired of it, to be quite honest.
So the grave recorder spot was a medium secret. Looks like we've checked about, I'd say, 80% of the recorder spots in Hyrule right now.
Sigil's picking up some of these deadwood spots that Ratboy picked up earlier. And my guess is, looks like Sigil will probably be heading to South Central Hyrule and Handle Row, and then over to the desert. Ratboy's going to go to the top of the waterfall and find our level 5. And they don't have keys, but again, I believe there are keys available, but they're not going to be able to get that floor heart. And that could slow them down if they do choose to dig for it, because they're not going to be able to take down the Dig Dogger.
That's true. I mean, who hasn't lost a substantial amount of time to just trying to find that last item in a level?
Okay, trying to pirouette, and gets the pirouette. Sees that Triforce, gonna dance around it, likely to push the block. Sigil loses at the casino, 11 rupees.
Well, considering you had to have 10 to even try, not too bad.
No, not at all. Wasn't that the transport stair? The room Ratboy was just in? I thought it was.
It is. So it's the one that leads back into the same segment they were in.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right.
Sigil's about to get the really bad news about level 1.
Yeah, is he ready for this mess? Oh, and everybody's other top 5 favorite, the Bebo statues. If avoiding the swords wasn't enough, but get that clock and that boomerang again, coming in handy.
These rooms are unkind at the best of times right now.
Yep, you're locked in, you got bubbles. At least you don't have red bubbles in there that you gotta keep going around and trying to get your sword back. But okay, so Ratboy's taken the staircase, sees the boomerang. Yeah, pick that up, because you know what's in level 1, you know what's in level 3. If you can at least stun a Lionel or a Staffo, that's going to help you out.
Sigil, meanwhile, might be having words with the seed after seeing that room. I know I would.
And it's so laggy, too, when you've got all those blue Lionels in there.
And if
Job getting around them.
And if the Stalfos didn't have you wanting words with the seed, these 2 rooms definitely will.
This dark room wouldn't maybe be as bad. You could sometimes keep going in and picking off the red whizzies, but oh boy. Okay, well,
This actually
clear
has
these out.
This actually has a chance to be 2 items, because I believe this is a possible drop room as well.
It is. Yeah, this could be a super room. Now you want to be careful where you're at when you clear the last enemy. I think the drop is typically close to those stairs. You want to make sure you don't, if it's the Triforce, get Y-forced, because then you got to come and do this again. And it is the red candle. Definitely helpful with bubbles and offense. And the power bracelet. So now the only overworld block item that's out there left is the ladder for 2 spots, and they're both 50-50 spots. So that will improve the routing because less screens that you may have to orphan and come back for. And Ratboy going through exactly what Sigil was doing before, trying to just grind out this level 5. Easier enemy set, but Pole's Voice take forever to put down. It's their key. Knows their ladder block down there. And likely going to go ahead and get that Triforce. No. Okay, well, they're going to see this takes them up to that room they were in previously, so that'll probably up A out of here.
Oh, goodness. This level 1 just keeps getting worse.
It kind of, when he put up the map, reminds me of Second Quest 4. Got 3 solid columns there. What does this look like? Okay, well, the bottom half did, but...
There's not much of a top half.
No, kind of a shrunken, reversed level 2, maybe.
I'm surprised Sigil went for that compass. Oh my goodness.
Well, it's telling him which room he's got to take out, and I believe it's the dark floor room.
Well, it could have been worse. There's a Triforce Ratboy in 5, meanwhile.
Yeah, and of the 2... No, it actually is not. It is that, it's not. It's the blue Wizzy room, and the pointless moat is the Triforce.
Oh, that's gonna be terrific.
Beautiful, yes.
just as terrific as this, really. This is awful. There's not many words that can describe how this room feels to clear, and awful is probably the... Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
Using the bombs. Now, they will still have 9 bombs. Oh, and nothing. They'll have the bombs to hopefully take down those blue Wizzies. I don't believe they have a potion, but you can typically nudge yourself in. Oh, it's a shutter. Can he get up there? Ratboy in 2. And we know the boat is in here that's useless, already has it. And the recorder, which will be very helpful. And Sigil takes a death.
Yeah, that... And Sigil says, nope, I'm back here later with better equipment. There's the raft.
And level 3, and he's gonna get the news here, Moon. It's not much better.
And the game is wasting absolutely no time telling.
No. You thought 1 was bad. 3 is like, hold my drink. I'm gonna try and one-up it. Ratboy pulls the try out of 2 with the recorder. So quick work with that level 2. Good job.
And not only that, but Ratboy suddenly in the lead. 3 Triforces to 2.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Boo, my very first race ever was about a 2-hour and 45-minute seed. And the fact that Ratboy's first pulls out a victory against Billick, who is a seasoned player. Very good start to their Z1R career.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. And now it looks like you're going to give Sigil, which is quite the runner themselves, a run for their money as well. Oh, goodness.
And Tracy, your question, levels 3. Yeah, it's not. I think it was just free sitting on a floor. Ratboy was in there very early on. I don't recall the exact room. We were focused more on the enemy set in there. But they're all present. You got 3 enemies shooting at you with whizzy beams, swords. and because the Stolfos are also shooting swords.
That's what having your best friend of levels in there does to you. Nice, fairy grabs Sigil nice and healthy towards the next leg of their journey.
$91 for the big secret. Now they both run. Now Sigil does know that red ring is sitting on the coast. We will see how they play this. They found both hint shops, so again, it's going to kind of come down to resource management at this point. 91 is not a horrible big secret. Picks up the potion. Certainly going to be helpful.
Prices are acceptable. 47 blue, 51 red.
Ratboy finishing up their recorder checks over here in the west. And they will find level 8. We will see if they uncover anything in here that Sigil didn't when they were in. They've got the same resources that Sigil had, with the exception of having the blue ring. But I don't believe they have a potion.
That blue ring is sizable, though. Pause screen there trying to figure out where they are, and 2Q8, no one's favorite.
No, and it's one of those ones too where even if you've got the compass, sometimes there's no direct path, and it's like, okay, I'm 3 rooms away, but I got to take 4 transports to figure out which one's going to get me close.
And to those of you new in chat, you can tell we're kind of laughing about it, but it is a very real thing that can happen. 2Q8 is just brutal and will not let up. Sometimes even after you get the Triforce. Meanwhile, Sigil, looking in the forest power bracelet spot, finds level 6, and hey, Wizards round 3.
And most will say that Shape level 6 is one of the worst because it's going to be... It can typically even be larger than level 7. And it's got the same enemy set again.
This is when you're just thankful the keys didn't roll up.
No. And we've got the Goma here at level 8. Yeah, you're right, Tracy. It normally prioritization shape 6. A lot of people are going to try and skip that, hoping they've got the required items and are just in here looking for a Triforce.
And now you've got, this is a timely bomb upgrade for Ratboy.
And they're taking it, absolutely.
Oh goodness, was out of bombs completely and now gets a full supply, +5 bomb upgrade in tow.
Or Wizzies. Every time I look up, I'm seeing an enemy on both screens shooting swords.
Yeah, that's the fun part of tonight's seed, at least for us. Not so much for the runners.
No. Gets the map, and yep, That's a biggin.
That's... I want to say the game tried to make one Q6, and it just ended up making it even bigger.
Yeah, just kept adding on. I got some extra blocks here. Let's add them in.
Ratboy says, "Okay, I've had enough of this one. Let's move on and see if we can find something else."
Yeah, it give you an idea what the dungeon's like when taking down a 3-headed Gleeok is kind of preferable right now.
That just feels odd to even think about, let alone doing a race like this.
And I will say, I've watched a lot of Sigil over the years. He is very good at combat. Takes more of a, technical approach. Calmer. But probably getting to him as well, seeing all of these folks in here. Shift 4, Anteater. Yeah, you know what? As soon as you said Anteater, that's what I'm seeing here as well.
Seems
or some sort of crane, maybe. And in terms of like the runners and who has an advantage, or if anybody's coming in now saying like who's in the lead, anybody's guess. Because what Sigil's going through right now, Ratboy still has to go through at some point. And level 8's still out there. We have not found level 7, I don't believe.
7's still outstanding.
That's the only dungeon I believe we haven't found is 7.
Sigil, with that, says, you know what? All these Wizrobes, all these Lionels, I've had enough.
Back for more Ratboy with Staphos. They will hopefully get their red candle and power bracelet, which we now know is required for level 6. But then they're going to get the news that Triforce is under 8 blue Wizzies in a shutter-doored room. Now they can navigate to the top and work their way down. Not as ideal, but definitely better than just going willy-nilly from the middle of the floor.
Meanwhile, Sigil says, if I've got to go through this enemy set, at least give it to me in a smaller dungeon. They're back at 3.
Yep, and there is that Triforce. And there's Zelda's room.
No, this has been brought up before, but wouldn't it be something if Zelda was actually there?
And that's right. Okay, so we've got a Mugger in 3. We've got a ladder block coming in from this way. And we have an up A. And gets the clock. Helps them get up top here. And I think it's one more room up is, yes, this, folks, is the Triforce room that you see on Ratboy's side. Now, they do have the blue ring advantage. But they don't know that that's the Triforce room yet.
Don't know about any item here in 3 yet, but Sigil's making good progress. See if we can find something out of this.
Yeah, at this point, he has seen this enemy set now in, 4 dungeons? Maybe 5? He needs that. I'm hoping for the ladder more than anything. I'm getting that red ring. And You know, because even the wand, you're not taking down the Wizrobes with the wand. Too many hearts needed yet for mags. White sword obviously helpful, but I want to stay alive. I'm hoping for that ladder, and then I am up in and going to pick up the ring.
And some bad news for Sigil. He missed one item in this one, and Ratboy picked it up. It's the bow.
Oh my. Well, they do have to come back, right? Sigil does for the try. There's the book, and Sigil will have the money. So, and they know where both hint shops are. And yeah, Tracy's correct. Sigil will be back in. So, but again, even though it's a small dungeon, given the enemy set, I'm not going to be wanting to dig for that second floor item if I don't have to.
Yeah, you've got a good point there. But then again, if you have to dig something out, one's going to be the first place you look.
Yeah, absolutely. Ratboy picks up the power bracelet. I think they got the candle. I think they were right on the candle when they cleared that room right there. So they have all three items, but not the compass that is going to point them to the blue Wizzy room.
I believe that's in the other room that right following this one.
And I think the compass, if I recall, was blocked by a bunch of, what do you think, Wizzies again.
The good news is it wasn't blocked. Bad news is, yeah, there were blue Wizrobes in that room. Question in chat, is that boat items out of 3? I don't believe I saw a staircase item. Mako, I don't know if you can confirm that.
I only saw the book, so I apologize what the other item was. It actually appears maybe it was a heart container. It looks like Sigil does have an incremental heart.
Oh goodness, and there's the nervous map check by Ratboy. He doesn't know where.
Oh, and here's the line.
Goodness.
At least they don't know. They don't know where the Triforce is. So only one item from 3. Thank you, chat. Again, appreciate it. We are a person short in the broadcast booth, so all of your help is greatly appreciated.
Loving to play here from Ratboy, though. Unfortunately, doesn't pan out.
And Sid will go to get those hints. Let's see what we find out. Silver Arrow in level 6 or potentially 7. The 6 was power bracelet blocked.
Amy key in 3.
Yep, there's the other item in 3. And already knew boat not required, so very good hints. Now, I believe this hint shop was cheaper. I think they'll be able to afford them. No, they're not going to get all of them. There's the raft. What I'm hoping for is a ladder hint. Nope.
Nope. Game decides you've had your useful hints for the day.
The Ratboy does now have the news. They do have 13 bombs and a blue ring. The issue is it's a shutter door as soon as you enter in this Triforce room. So they have to try and scoot up to the top before these guys go all squirrely on you like they are now. They don't have a potion. They're there was a potion shop not that far away because I know Sigil went shortly after level 1 and got the potion. Ratboy back in 3. Hopefully they're able to find that book and get those hints and or any key, as they only have 1 key right now.
Looks like Sigil might be ignoring that utter hint.
Ratboy takes a death here in level 3. They do have the Triforce, so we'll see, obviously, 2 items left. Yeah, you're looking at that map of level 3, and if you just join, you're like, well, you know, there's only 2 items, only about 9 rooms. Well, just about all rooms are brutal. And you've got a mugger here as well.
No player. Well, let me take that back. Few players actually like to do what Ratboy just did, especially when it comes to a ladder block right outside the door.
Yeah, you gave up a heart to find a ladder block. And now you realize you got to go down and beat this room. You want to try and fight this room from the left staircase, or the left entrance. And checking up on chat, agree, Tracy. I think Sigil will just incorporate that. Oh, and great timing for Ratboy to get a clock and take down the blue whizzies. But yeah, Sigil's not gonna. He'll just pick up that other hint as they'll route that in. And still, again, trying to find level 7.
Meanwhile, Ratboy gets through that first room, but needs to not die here, because if he goes down at this point, that room's respawning.
They're all coming back.
They're all coming back. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and you don't know, right, what's in here, but if they know that potion shop, I would think they'd want to go and grab a potion. They do have the funds for it. Because, yeah, they're back. So, folks, we're probably going to see, I think, minimum 3 dips, maybe 4, into levels 1 and 3. Each runner's been in those dungeons twice. And both Sigil and Ratboy have to go back to 1. More experience in this game. Question in chat. I know Sigil has been playing for about 2.5 years. Ratboy, though, looks like they've been playing for about 2.5 years. Very, very good, competitive, newer runner. But only 1 race to their name in race time, and that was great, by the way. Bomb Kanatiki by Sigil on a manhandler. Anybody in chat that could clip that, and they find a ladder for it, that is huge. That is absolutely huge.
So far.
Yes.
Sorry about that, Mako.
No, Sigil's gonna. I'm sure they're gonna try and grab the try, but they're immediately gonna world wrap and pick up that red ring, and that's going to speed him up. That is going to give him a huge advantage.
Yeah, what I was about to say is that might be the to borrow a phrase from a popular network up here in Canada, the TSN turning point of the match right here.
I didn't know you were in Canada.
Oh goodness, Ratboy's also in 4. Should he pull the same skill, he may get that ladder as well, and that red ring is there waiting.
They have 2 keys, so they won't have to pull off the Bomb Kanatiki on a manhandler.
No, but goodness. You gotta love these close races.
Now, advantage-wise, you know, again, if you're just coming in, Ratboy, you know, assuming they're able to get that ladder, it's going to look pretty clear. However, that book that Sigil has already guided them to where the silvers are, and Sigil has to go back to 1 for the Triforce, so they are more than likely going to go ahead and find that bow. Ratboy does not know yet that the silvers are in level 6. Actually, let me take that back. They could be 7. We don't know where 7 is, but the hint was the silvers are power bracelet blocked, and 6 was power bracelet blocked.
Oh, that's
Sigil
a rough...
takes the death to the Gleeok.
That was a 4-headed Gleeok, too. That is not an easy room. Ratboy may be poised to take back the lead here. Oh, there's the Triforce. Sigil trying to look for that second item in 4.
Yeah, and at this point, for him, what we know, the wand is about the only item he can get at this point that would give him anything, because we know the location. We know the silvers are not in here. And we know the bow is in level 1. So more than likely a heart, potentially under that Gleeok. And we will see if they go ahead and do the... Oh, I don't know why. I thought level 4 was over on the west side of Hyrule when I said World Wrap, but... Okay, so Sigil is going back in. Gonna try and take down the Gleeok with sword beams.
That's a better possibility, as long as he doesn't get hit.
Yeah, and actually I agree, Tracy. White sword. Sometimes I forget about the white sword. I don't know why, but yeah, because at least it's going to help you with the whiz robes. So I agree with that. Even though the wand's my favorite item of the game, white sword would be the more advantageous item at this point, given the enemy set. Now, the one thing the runners do have, we're commiserating earlier with Second Quest 7 and 8. You do get a bit of a reprieve with level 9. Second Quest 9 is a much smaller dungeon.
And I swear, this flag set with the useless compasses. This is... I'm seeing a pattern here, Mako, and I'm not sure I like it.
We'll see. Okay. And Sigil does have potion inching closer to Mag's eligibility.
And we both know what Sigil's after here.
And we may all hear a sigh of relief when he picks this up. But still a lot of work to do. Still need to find level 7. And again, we are thinking silvers are in level 6, but we will confirm. I don't know how many power bracelet spot checks are left. I'm going to say the arrow in East Death Mountain and West Death Mountain. I believe those are still open.
I believe you're right there, Mako. Ratboy about to get the bad news if he gets past his Gleeok that, yeah, there's nothing here.
Nope, just a heart drop.
That's... I mean, useful, but at the same time, you did not want that heart.
No. And I suspect we're going to see Sigil go back up here to the northeast and get that last hint. Because they do not know that that bow is in 1 at this point.
Looks like Ratboy has narrowed down where that item is and 4 to 1 room and says, wait, I gotta take out 6 Pole's voice for it? Hold up a sec.
And it doesn't look like Sigil did that power bracelet check there either, but I think Ratboy did. And there's the last hint for Sigil. So level 7 is under a recorder spot. And there aren't many left. I'm thinking East Death Mountain. So I believe that's going to close up, the pieces of the puzzle for Sigil at this point. They know where 6 is. They know now that 7 is recorder spot. They're likely going to go in and get that any key because of the hint they got for level 3. And they'll probably go back down and finish 1.
I want to agree with you, Mako, but at the same time, that hint can also mean something is dig dog or blocked.
This is true. This is true. This is why I'm a middle of the road player, Moon.
So am I, and I might be the lower ranked in this boot. So.
But you are correct. Those hints, it is very easy, as I just did, to assume it's the dungeon is blocked, but it could actually be the item is blocked. Dig Dogger blocked.
Wood arrow purchase for Ratboy here, and I have to believe he's going right back to 4 to knock out that item.
Knock out those Pole's voice, yeah.
Item
and here's
3.
the Eddie key.
Yep, and Sigil. There's another. Well,
burns it.
Yeah, he wants to temper that key. I'm all for that.
And now here's the key, and look, I believe Sigil will go ahead and do it and find the bow, but I think it's that little wingling up top under the dash column was the bow, if I'm not mistaken, or the room right next to it. There is the room. Wood sword, 8 blue whizzies. Red ring.
At least you got the red ring to save yourself some of the trouble.
Yeah, and even if you were getting in trouble at this point, you could always use the potion. You've got 194 rupees. But don't pick that up! Don't... Oh... Well, we'll see if they go back in. Because this is a critical decision here of how this plays out. It could mean that Sigil's digging 8 extensively or digging... Okay, they're going back in. That could have been a pivotal moment, but knowing Sigil, I'd be surprised if he wouldn't be going back in.
Another possible pivotal moment here, but Ratboy's going to give us the info about the last remaining item at 4.
At this point, likely heart container or wand, based on what we know.
It's not going to be the white sword, though.
Nope. Oh. It's a banana.
It's that thing.
It's a banana.
Yeah, boy.
And Sigil does successfully get their bow. So likely gonna head to 6. Check any remaining recorder spots. They know where 8 is. And they know where 9 is. So now it's just a matter of piecing together the end game. Really wish Ratboy would get that book. Unfortunately, they don't have the money to, they'd have to do a couple of up A resets that would at least tell them that this level 6 is necessary, but they are going in now, so. Although it appears they're going in now. There we go. Now, no map yet, so they're not going to see the big crane or elephant or anteater that we were calling this. Corona King, yes, Ratboy did get the red ring. And I'm with you, because sometimes with random tunics, a blue ring can make you red, and a red ring can make you green. As an example. After, that's the payback of the manhandler. Earlier, if you didn't see, Sigil pulled off a Kananaki with a bombing of a manhandler. Well, the manhandler's brother or sister here was paying him back and making it a bit difficult to finish him off.
Well, at least that shoot room didn't lock him in.
No, but he's locked in here. With 2 bombs and a wood sword. It gets bombs, that'll be nice to help clear this off. Very exciting, both runners in 6 now. Ratboy's down in the lower section. If I recall correctly, Sigil knocked a lot of this out his first go-round. Gets some bombs here. Gets a nice timely clock. So the question will be, if Ratboy does come across the compass, do they come back in for the items? Some runners at this point, you're at 1 hour 6 minutes. You can start, again, the kids call it metagaming, I believe, that, hey, am I behind? Do I need to just make a play that I'm going to go to 9, it's not a big dungeon, and maybe silvers are in there? So that knowledge is huge at this point. Sigil's not leaving here until he has the silvers.
Sigil did get knowledge that they're in here, but not quite here yet.
Nope, not yet. But at this point, he knows he has to dig this out. Ratboy with a try, given the enemy set, and, 1 hour 7 minutes in, it's kind of debatable what they'll do. Especially, you've got that room that Sigil was in earlier where you're getting locked in with the whiz robes. Now, you do have the red ring, let's be fair, but it's still a very tough combat dungeon. Yeah, I remember this Gleeok. I believe I said, it's a bad dungeon when taking down a 3-headed Gleeok is more favorable than some of these rooms.
And as humorous as that is, I'm tempted to fully agree with you. I mean, walked in with 8 blue whiz robes? Nah, I'm good.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Pretty much like that, yeah.
Yep. And just like level 1, I think our runners they're circling that room as if we have to come back, we will, but we're really hoping we don't. And what do we get? We got a light room. Moon, only 3 blue whizzies. Oh my goodness. For those of you wondering, I rolled this. So,
goodness.
I may be on the banned list.
Cool. I don't get blamed for this. I'm good.
Well, but you know what? I'm blaming Sigil. I said, hey, who wants to roll? And he goes, prefer third party. So, that's me.
This is hey. Sure. If you want to get off, if you
Sigil's
want to get
fault.
off,
Yeah.
you want to get off the blame wagon on this one? Yeah, go right ahead. I'm all good.
Having a lot of fun on SG3 tonight. This is, in all honesty, as a runner, you don't really want this kind of seed in a tournament race, but as a viewer, this is really impressive what these two are navigating through, because this is not easy.
And I'm all the more impressed by Ratboy, which I believe this is their first Z1R tournament, and they're keeping up with a mighty skilled runner here.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. What's Ratboy found here? Just a transport. Thought that might have been it. Sigil.
This is likely it right here. This should
Sigil.
be the... There they go. There they are. And now you are trying going. You are in go mode. Again, most likely 7 is recorder spot, and even if it's not, Sigil has everything for the overworld to clear it, and I don't think he has many spots left. I think East Death Mountain and a couple of those power bracelet spots on Death Mountain may be all that's outstanding. And Sigil with the Triforce, a sigh of relief. Now, Ratboy's not far. If they work their way up here, they got to go up 1 and over about 3. The thing is depending on their route, they may find that Triforce room first. Keep going, Ratboy. They're gonna, and I think this dungeon's gonna kind of push you to that direction, because he's gonna see those blue wizard rooms and not want to clear them, and that should keep you moving in that direction. They have 12 bombs, so they're not gonna get blocked by anything. They have enough keys.
It feels like the dollar store bombs are pretty much the only good thing that this entire seed's given us.
Yeah, that's going to have to be one of our comments when because who rolled this seed will come up in post game.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
have to remind them we gave them dollar bombs. What more do you want?
This is true. This is absolutely true. Oh goodness, Ratboy looking for that floor item, hoping it's something good. Has no idea the silvers are actually in here.
4 rooms away. Gets the bomb drop. Now, again, I think this will push him down, because you're not going to want to do this room. Keep moving. Oh, you can't go down. You got to go around. Okay.
And now the key situation is starting to become worrisome for Ratboy.
Okay, so I think this was the Triforce room. You don't want to get Y-forced here.
No,
It's not?
It's the one it's the far right.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's one thing when I do comms, I try to track on my own, but like maybe 40 seconds in, I lose track and just give up.
You've got more courage than me even trying to track this, quite honestly.
Okay, well that's good with that location, because that's not gonna, potentially get them to pick up the Triforce and miss.
There's the
okay,
floor
and
item.
this is a safe room here. You're gonna get the floor heart. And they're gonna get their silvers.
Yep, silvers are right here. Triforce is in the next room over.
Yeah, I can't say how impressed I am with, you never know how often people practice offline, but to only have one race under your belt and hanging with one of the best runners in the community is really, really impressive for Ratboy.
And they're the silvers. So, yeah, Ratboy's still in this race. I mean, don't count him out yet, despite being down 6 Triforces 4. We always call 9 the great equalizer. And of course, then there's the issue of 2Q7 and 2Q8. This race ain't over.
And there's the sigh of relief from Ratboy, pulls that Triforce out. Now they know where 8 is, they know where the Triforce is in 1. They are well equipped to go ahead and take care of it. But again, they don't have that hint for levels, likely for level 7. And then again, I don't know that Sigil has any more recorder spots left, Moon. So you could be right. It's item and not dungeon. Because there's 7.
There's 7 in the northeast section of West Det Mountain.
Well, what I do know is there is likely a potential dig dogger in here, or 8 or 9. Oh, and there! Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Sigil just says, hey, Triforce in the opening room of 7? Cool, I'm out of here.
And they know where 8 is at, so they're going to be heading down there here soon after a quick up A. Just a couple of screens away. Ratboy back in level 1.
See, you might be getting out of the blame game after all.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a kind 2Q7.
Yeah, dollar bombs and a kind 2Q7. Like, look, what more do you want?
A kind 2Q9 and you definitely get out of it.
Good job, Ratboy, taking down that room.
Back into the old double spiral that is 2Q8.
And our runners do have knowledge of this dungeon. Both were in here before. I suspect we'll see Ratboy go to finish 8. They know where it's at, and then start to determine how they're going to route the rest of their overworld spots to try and find level 7. Now, another piece of information, Moon. Not only did Sigil just get the Triforce out of 8, but Ratboy does not have the magic key.
Yeah, with only 1 key left, that does become a problem. You are right. Meanwhile, Sigil with the ticket to 9 knows where level 9 is and is heading right over. Yeah, you're definitely getting out of the blame game. 2Q7 and 2Q8, that friendly? Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Corona King in chat. Unfortunately, you're right. And the only reason that pushed Sigil back into 3 is they had the hint, so they knew it was in there. So, Moon, what are we looking for here in Q2 level 9 as Sigil makes their way inside?
Well, one thing you're probably not going to be looking for are the staircases. But what we are looking for are the roar and the door. The roar is because Ganon's a loud boy, and you're going to be able to hear him if he's in any adjacent room to you.
And like I heard a roar.
And the door is a single shutter room that will not open once all the enemies are cleared. Just like that. No, that's a push block. Almost.
Ratboy gets their Triforce out of level 8. So the race is on for Ratboy to find level 7.
Oh, you gotta clear.
Got another shutter here.
And there she is.
So he's got the information.
Sigil is both pieces of the puzzle. Oh, and there's the roar. I believe Sigils has the path to Ganon.
One more shot. Push the block. Eh. We know what's going through his mind, Moon. You're like, just get me in there.
Absolutely. And at 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 39 seconds, we've got our first Ganon sighting of the evening on Sigil's side. He'll need a full 15 shots to take out the pig.
And puts him down. Great stun lock.
Loving the stun lock and the bomb to put an exclamation point on the kill, I believe.
And that's the door that opens up, so just to make sure I'm not mistracking, everybody in chat, get your GGs in for Sigil711 with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 39 seconds.
And unfortunately, with that, Ratboy will throw the white flag. That is going to do it for us in this race. Sigil will improve their record to 2-0. Ratboy will fall to the 1-1 bracket, and dare I say it, anybody who's in that 1-1 bracket, I don't know about you, Mako, but I would not want to draw Ratboy right now. It looks like they're on fire.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm trying to get the invites out, so I apologize. Moon, do you know how to get Sigil out of the waiting room?
Just let
Or
him
just tell him to go in?
come up when he's ready. They might not be ready yet.
No, he's in there.
I mean, if they're not ready to join us in the boot itself.
Oh, I got you.
Yes. And joining us in the boot, race winner Sigil711. GG's and congrats on starting the tournament off with a 2-0 record.
Thank you.
So, how about that enemy set in 1, 3, and 6?
Why did you do that to me, Marco?
Sigil, what I recall is giving you guys dollar bombs, easy try in level 7, and a pretty easy level 9. I'm not sure I know what you're referring to.
I would have took less wardrobes for more expensive bombs.
I mean, I can't blame you for that.
That was so rough of a seed. I felt bad, but yeah, we gave you cheap bombs though.
Actually, I remember you saying that wasn't the rare shot, Mako, early in the seed. It turns out it was.
Yeah, dollar bombs. Okay, we got Ratboy in here. Let me see if I can go get them up into the main race room. Okay, they're in. Welcome into the booth, Ratboy42. Excellent run, GG's.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, the dungeons were tough. That's probably one of the harder ones I've had. So.
Yeah, both of you. This was, if you go back and watch it, a really, really close race. I mean, you're looking right now. I mean, you finished Ratboy with 8 Triforces. You had bow. You had silvers. The one thing you did not, 2 items you didn't get that would have been helpful was in level 3 was the book that directed Sigil to definitely where the silvers were. And the any key was in 3 as well. And I know there toward the end you finished with 1 key. You had 1 key. Those help Sigil. Now what helped you is you did get the bow out of 1 I think, the second time you were in there. And there was a debate, Sigil, when you picked up that Triforce out of 1, whether you were going back in. So what was, obviously you did, but what was going through your thoughts there with that level 1?
I was saying unpleasant thoughts towards you. Oh no, I was going to go back in no matter what, with how many rooms I had left.
Yeah. I thought so as well, but when you picked up the try, I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope he goes back in. And then Ratboy, you made the play to go back into 4. You had the bow, you had the arrows, you knocked out those Pole's voice, and the game was pretty mean, as we know, and it rewarded you with the banana. Felt badly about that. White Sword and Wand, we don't know where they were. We didn't see.
I believe White Sword most likely is in 8.
Because 8 was recorder block,
yes.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Some type of offense upgrade would have been nice. I mean, Red Ring on the Coast was good. I did go and buy a blue one fairly early just because I was getting pummeled in 1 and 3 and then 2 and 5. But hey, it is what it is. I knew that Sigil was gonna stomp me. But it was fun. It was tough combat, and you can only get better at it from it. So
yeah, I found 4 way too late. I felt like.
Yeah, I ducked into 4, grabbed the Triforce pretty early, and then went back, 15 minutes ago. And then got the ladder, and then then I dug 6 out, found the silvers, and then cleaned up 1, cleaned up 8, and yeah.
Yeah, 1, 3, and 6, those dungeons were just brutal, with Lionel's shooting beam, Stalfos's, and then, of course, everybody's favorite, the Whiz Robes. 8 Whiz Robes blocking that Triforce in level 1.
So many blue Whiz Robes.
Multiple blue Wizzy rooms on your path to the silvers. I was worried if that Triforce was before the silvers, Ratboy, if you would have seen that, picked it up and just said, no, I'm done. I'm not dealing with this dungeon anymore. Because it was 1 room past. Like, had you not gone down and went right, you would have seen that Triforce, and the question would have been whether or not you would have continued to keep digging or roll the dice at that point. An hour, 10 minutes in, are you going to play, I'm banking on them in 9, and just get everything done. Some people do that as, the race hits that 75-minute mark, but I
would have dug out that corner, and everything was in that corner. The heart was one beside it and above the silvers, so I would have finished out that corner. But if it was because I had the whole top left section, I still hadn't done. So if anything was there, I would have walked away from it 100%.
Yeah. Well, good move and good decision, and it did work out. You played phenomenally well for a newer runner. I would say the play of the game, Sigil. You know what I'm going to refer to. The bomb kinetic key on the Manhattan.
Yeah, that room.
So I told chat to clip it. I hope they did. I don't think I've ever seen a bomb kinetic key on a manhandler before. So very clutch. Very clutch.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and see that.
And then you saw a manhandler a short time later, and it was giving you fits. And I'm like, that's because you did the bomb kinetic key on its cousin. You showed it up, and the other one was paying you back. It was wreaking havoc on you with just one piece of it left. So with this race, Sigil moves up to 2-0. Ratboy, you will be 1-1. And at this point, like anybody's guess on who you're getting, you've got people now in the 0-1 side that have a chance to go to 1-1. Folks like Sci-Town, Shaddy, Jake Hoper's already 1-1. I don't think there's an easy path here. Whether you're 2-0 or 1-1, this is going to be a tough week 3. So what are you guys thinking about going into next week?
I hope I face Amasak.
If I recall, you guys had a best. Did you have a best of 3 in ABNS?
Yes.
And I think I called that one, and I think he forfeited early on. And it may have been the trolliest seat I've ever seen.
Don't remind me of that one.
Well, it would be neat to see you guys face off again. Ratboy, what are you thinking for next week?
Oh, you know, it's just fun. I've been binging a bunch of the old tournaments and old videos. So I decided I was gonna hold out for a rookie rumble, and I just figured, you know what, we'll just pull the trigger and we'll try it out, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, you know what, just looking forward to playing. And you know, if I get stomped by somebody, I get stomped by somebody, and you know, if I've got a tighter race, then all the better. So it'll all work the way it should.
Honestly, if I may, Ratboy, I wouldn't say speak too quickly about being stomped. Wait, you've been playing tonight? You might be the one doing the stomping next week.
Oh, I appreciate that. I think I was probably punching above my weight class, but that's okay. I've seen a bunch of Sigil's old videos, and he's really good at this. So, you know, glad I could moderately keep it close.
Yeah, you definitely, you're on the right path. I've got over 400 games to my belt, and I don't want to play you because you just put up a hell of a fight against Sigil, who's one of the best. So, best of luck to both of you for next week, and we'll see how the wheel treats you.
Yeah, you guys as well.
Good luck next week, Ratboy.
Yeah, you too, Sigil.
Thank you for comps and the restream and the tracking.
And thank you both for putting on a great race. This was one heck of a race to call.
Yep, I'll echo that. Appreciate you guys for calming and everyone that puts it on in the background as well. Great fun for people to watch, for viewers, and for us to be able to play in it. So.
Yeah, and we were a person short in the booth, so mad props at the Moon for doing the tracking and the comms. Just excellent working with you again, Moon. I think it's been a while. Thank you, chat, for hanging out. But with that, be sure to check out the schedule. If you're not in the Discord, I think there's probably a link around here somewhere, maybe in chat, but there are more races this evening, and as I'm pulling that up now, it's 9:30 here in the East. We have on the docket,
I think we've got three
looks like we
races
just
going
had
on.
one start a little while ago on Z1 Randomizer, PDX Rex versus SP Ridley. We have a 10 o'clock Eastern between two guys a lot of people probably have heard of, Chess Jerk and a one Fred Coughlin. I know I'll be tuning in for that one. And Dr. J, PhD, and Sis Crusher, also at 10 o'clock. By the way, that Chess Jerk, Fred Coughlin's on SpeedGaming Prime. Sis Crusher and Dr. J on SpeedGaming 3. And lastly, getting a restream is Potato Pony and Paratroopa at 11 o'clock Eastern on SpeedGaming 2. And keep an eye out for 10 p.m. There is another race, Vincent and Pedantic Potato. Every once in a while we get a late restream added, but be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, from the broadcasting booth here on SpeedGaming 3, thank you, runners. Thank you, Moonrise Phoenix, for doing an excellent job. And thank you, chat. Without you, none of this is possible. And we had a lot of fun tonight. And good luck, runners, for your next week.
Yep, same to you.
Also going to extend a special thanks to the Speed Gaming Network for all the for allowing us to restream matches on their channels. So, and of course, all the viewers. Again, without you guys, we don't get this on. And I probably look even worse on tracking if you weren't even around. So, huge thanks to all of you. Huge thanks to our runners, Ratboy42 and Sigil. Mako, again, thank you again for working with me on the comms tonight. Always a pleasure working with you, and I guess you couldn't escape the blame game after all.
I tried.
Yeah, you
$1
should.
bombs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
they were the rare shot.
I mean, Sigil's right. So, on behalf of our runners, Sigil and Ratboy42, on behalf of my co-commentator, Mako71, on behalf of all of us here at the Zelda 1 community and all of us here at the SpeedGaming Network, this has been Moonrisen Phoenix. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your evening, and stay tuned. There's still a lot more action in the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. Still to come. Good night, everybody.
Good night.